Hi everyone, Richard here once again. Today, I want to show us how we could create a simple task, how to build a project with a one-stop shop project management tool called ClickUp. ClickUp is that one task management tool that you could use to achieve a lot of things without needing any other tool. It doesn't really depend on other tools to be able to function correctly for you, to be able to help you achieve what you want to achieve in your task, in your project. And this is because it offers truly a lot of amazing features that helps you achieve your goals. So, in order to begin, let's assume you already have a ClickUp account, and if you already do, the next thing you want to do is to sign into your account and start from there. But if you don't have an account, no problem. Just go to clickup.com, as I'm going to add a link in the video, in the description. Just go to clickup.com and sign up with your email. So, as for me, I'm going to log in. So logging in is pretty simple, especially if you've created your account and verified your email. So now that we are here on our ClickUp dashboard, let us see a few things about ClickUp. First, we want to start from the beginning. Yeah, this is the home page where we see a quick brief of all that has been going on in this board. And then we have the inbox where, of course, if you are assigned a task, if you assign tasks or you receive responses from your members of your team, you're going to find that on the inbox. Then the other reason why I'm mentioning that ClickUp is a one-stop shop for all your project needs is this document part. There are so many of them. We have the document part, we have the clips part, and so many other stuffs. But then the document part is a part of ClickUp that allows you to create documents. How do you create documents on ClickUp? When you click on this plus here next to the doc, you're going to be able to create any document at all that you want to create on ClickUp. And of course, to make it a very relevant document, you have to title it. We can call it task details, and then after that you're going to be able to enter a lot of text. You are going to be able to enter a lot of text, maybe pertaining to what you want to do and all of that. And then when you're done, you could as well save this. Okay, you could as well save this. Maybe you can save as template, you can move it to somewhere else, and then also you can even share. This is one thing I love about ClickUp document feature. So let's see other interesting part of uh, ClickUp. So we have the dashboard, which of course is where we come to maybe see a lot of different things about. Maybe if you want to create stuff, we can see our time tracking, we can see team reporting, we can see the client portal, then we can see simple dashboard and project management. And whichever one you choose here in fact, has its distinct application. So this is clips. The clips is the part of or the feature in ClickUp that helps us to actually get to make our client understand better. Let's say, for instance, maybe you are trying to support a client about maybe something or maybe a product, and maybe they are yet to understand. So with this clip feature on ClickUp, you could just click on create clip, and then you start recording your screen to be able to share with that customer on what you are trying to help them do. It's just that simple. Once you start, once you start creating a clip, you're going to know because, of course, here you can see the timer, and then it's going to tell you how much you've gone, and it's going to capture all that you've been doing across your screen. And when you're done with that, you're going to click on stop, and then you can find the clip here. See, the clip is now open. You can actually get this clip out, and then you can share with your customer after downloading or maybe sending them a link. Now, this is the recorded clip that we just made. You can see this is quite nice. You can just click on copy link, and then when you copy the link, you could as well send it out to a customer and they'll be able to utilize this. So this is why I said ClickUp is a very powerful tool. It's a one-stop shop to all your project task management to needs. So now let's see the timesheet. The timesheet is where you manage maybe the time spent on each project. You get to see your team members and what they are working on and how much time they've spent. You can even see the calendar and all of that, and you can see how many hours that has been used on each particular project. So, and then we also have this small part where we have where we have the whiteboard, and if you want to make them appear here, you can just click on them and then they will appear here. If you want to add more there, like polls, if you want to add like goals, of course you can just click on that and they will appear here. So of course we know what goals are. Goals are what, maybe what we feel like achieving, maybe while using this, or ever since we launched this and all of that, maybe what we want to achieve in our projects, maybe in our business and all of that. Someone can say, okay, this year I want to achieve a 30% maybe ROI. Somebody can say I want to achieve a 200% ROI and all of that. So that could be a goal. And then this is our pulse. The pulse the pulse allows you to see all that is going on in your environment. You could see who is online, you could see what they are doing, you can see how much they've spent on their on whatever they are doing and all of that. So this is just one amazing tool with so many features that you really want to try. That is why I said that this one is a very powerful one. So let us see some other parts. ClickUp actually allows us a lot of things. We get to see the calendar part, we get to see our profiles, we get to have the reminder, we get to see the people, and then we get to even have a chart. We get to have a chart, and the chart actually helps us to communicate without needing any other platform. With other platforms, with other project management tools, you might have to go to maybe Slack to start chatting with your teammates or team members. But with Monday.com, but then with ClickUp, it becomes very, very easy as you don't need any of that. So the chat feature actually helps you to share a lot of things like documents, like tasks, like reminders, then the whiteboard and all of that with your teammates. So you could just say, okay, I want to do this, and then when you're done with that, you could actually assign a comment to someone. You could mention someone, and then you could even mention a task and all of that, and then you could just like send this, and it will go to that person, that maybe that team member directly. You don't have to start using another tool and all of that. So now that we are done understanding what is, maybe what each feature within this board means, let us try to see how we could actually create let us see how we could create tasks and manage tasks using ClickUp. Remember that ClickUp also allows automation. Yeah, so ClickUp also allows automation, and we are going to have to see how we could do that and be able to utilize it effectively. So let us see. Now we are here. We want to start creating our board. We want to start creating it and then be able to maybe assign to our team members and see how it works. So let's begin with that. So, in order for us to really demonstrate how this works, I like to switch to the board view. This is the part that I really like because it appears so much like the Kanban style as we have it on Trello. And just in case you're wondering, you could actually add other views. You could add the Gantt view. We could add also the table view, and then we could add also maybe the calendar view and even the list view, just as we already have here. So you can see we have six pairing view types, and that is another amazing thing you're going to want to love about ClickUp. So I'm going to stick with the board view, and in the board view you can see our actions are classified into three. We have to do, we have in progress, and then we have completed. Now, if just in case you're wondering, because this is a tutorial, I just want to explain what different these different statuses means for you if you're trying to make maybe a project or a task. So, to do is used to refer to. So, at this point now, just wanted to explain that if you are trying to do something, because you've not started that thing just. So at this point, we want to clarify that if you're handling a project, so if you're handling a group of tasks that have not started yet, they're going to appear under this to do. And the moment your teammate begins to handle this task, they're going to be dragged into in progress, and just as soon as they are done, maybe your teammates have maybe finished this task, it's going to move down to complete. So this is the three stages that is involved in the Kanban view for ClickUp. So, oh, sorry, I think that should be the board view for ClickUp. So now we are going to start by seeing how we can create a task within the ClickUp board view. So how do you create a task in ClickUp board view? Of course, you can actually come here and then seeing this plus sign here and the add task. That is where you can create a task. And in order for you to be able to do that, you could just say, okay, add task. When you click on add task, it allows you to actually enter the name of the task. So assuming we are designing it maybe for a client, maybe a fashion company trying to design, maybe create a design, you could actually say, okay, uh, by, let's call it shirt material, and then we're going to be able to add an assignee. This is going to be our teammate. Could actually add that person, and then we're going to add dates. We can say the dates be on Tuesday, and when, okay, let's say it's Wednesday, and then the priority level is going to be high, and then we can click on save. So this task is being created by shirt material. And there are also other things you could actually add. You could add a subtask. Subtasks are maybe things that also accompanies this particular task. You can say, okay, by white thread. That could be a subtask, and it will just be underneath that particular task. And you could even edit, you can rename the task, and then you can even add, you could convert, you could change task type, you can ask ClickUp to remind you, and then you can even send email to task, and then you could merge with other tasks and all of that. So let's also see other stuff. So we have been able to create a task, we have been able to create maybe a subtask, but let's assume we don't really need this subtask for now, so we could just delete the subtask so that our board will be quite okay. And then let us add another task underneath this task. So we can add another task maybe to somebody else in our team. How do you do that? Of course, it's simple. You've clicked on the plus sign, just simply add the name of the task. We could say, okay, by singer sewing machine. Okay, and then you're going to assign somebody, then it's going to be me, and then the date you want to say, okay, 26th. Then the priority is going to be sensitive, so you're going to say urgent, or let's say a high priority here, and then you're done. Okay, just click on save, and then aside that, but actually say, okay, clean the factory. So perhaps this is where you're going to make the sewing, and maybe you've not been opening this door for some time now, so you want someone to go in there and clean it up. So you want to assign to somebody else as well in your team, and then it's going to be on Saturday, and then the priority is going to be normal. Then you click on save. Okay, and then we want to add another extra task. This time around we can call it, say, okay, um mm, check the uh electrical installation. Yes, maybe because you're not so sure if they are working fine, so you want to be sure that they are properly checked, and then the priority is going to be normal, and then you click on save. So now we've had four different tasks within this board, and the interesting thing about ClickUp is that you can actually go back to the list view to see what these things are like, and you can see at this point everything is just so well arranged, and you can see it's this is still the to do category, or the to do stage of the project, you know, and you can see the tasks assigned. You see buy shared materials, and you can see the person that was assigned. You could see the due date, and then you could see the priority is high, of course, but then you can actually add other things like subtasks, just as we did over there. And then if you want to add extra column, you could click here. Maybe you want to add maybe a label and all of that. So you can call this label name maybe say doing. Okay, and then just say okay, and then we are good to go. Excuse me. So let's leave that aside, and then let's go back to our board view. So we are here now. This is our task, and the moment we want to start this task, we just have to come here and then we drag it and bring it to the in progress. So this means that this task has now been what has now been started. And then the moment this person is done with this task, you can actually drag it down to the complete. Okay, so let's assume this guy also came, he started cleaning the factory, and then he's going to put that here. And this is just how it's going to be. So by the time you switch back to the list view, you're going to see that we now have in progress. Let me see. I think we still had one in to do. So we have two in to do, one in progress, and another one completed. So we're supposed to see that same view here. So this is to do, this is in progress. Where is our complete? Okay, complete is not here. So I'm just going to leave that and return to my board view. And so at this point now, we want to strictly go and start our automation. So you can see any task you're done with, you come here, you bring it here, and it will be there. So this is us saying the task is completed, and then we can just take it back. So now let us see how we could actually automate these tasks such that we don't have to be here to drag them and position them where we want them to be. We just want them to work in such a way that after they've been completed, they are going to be moved down to the respective maybe stages. So maybe automatically once you say you are done with this task, perhaps you come here and then maybe you want to bring it down here. So in order for us to be able to do that, we want to go and maybe add another group here. We can call, no, it's not here. We're going to go back here. I really want to be able to add this, let's call it, I want to add the the label here. We can call that maybe like completed and all of that. So I don't know why it's not showing here. So let me call it, let's say stock. Let's stop somewhere. So and then label, we can say, yeah, of course we want it to be labels. And say okay, stock. I want to add this and see how it looks like. So now we have, no, I just want this to be like, I want to rename this now. Okay guys, so at this point now we just want to be able to view this in our list view. And in the list view now, you could see we have added status. So status is what allows us to know the status of this particular task that we have here. Like where are they at the moment? Are they currently being done and all of that? So in order for you to be able to do that, you can switch between any of these modes, like with maybe working on it. You want to tell them that you're working on it, but then I don't like this part of ClickUp where it allows you to add more than one particular status to a task and all of that. So this is just the way it is. But then switching back to the board view, we could see that everything is actually good. So if we drag this and then we bring it here, it means that this work has started. But then let us also see the other part of it where we call automation. You know, automation is the exciting part of this whole stuff here because it helps us to actually get to enjoy our stuff. So let's say we click on automation. This is the only tool that we're going to be using to do all of this. So you see, automation is usually when this happens, then do this. Okay. So we're going to tell this board that when task does that, when task is what? When task status changes from maybe, you know, from maybe active to closed. Okay, what should you do? Say this, complete. Then what should it do? It should what? It should do what? Then set a custom field. You can tell it, okay, change. You can say, okay, move to list. And then what list should that be? That should be, let's call it personal list, and then that should just be it. So this is a kind of automation that helps us to really get to enjoy this board. And then we have switched it on, it's on. And if you want to turn it off, you click here to turn it off. So because it is inactive now, we can actually toggle it on to change it back to active, and then this is our automation and it is done. So this means that if we should come here now and we said, okay, this board, if we come back here now, this point now, we just want to say that this is just exactly how you get to manage your task, create your task on ClickUp. So you can see, if you now, this is the status of all the tasks here. Currently it's on to do. You can see that when I drag it and bring it down here, if I drag this and place it here, it will change to in progress. Then when I drag it again and then I take it up to complete, it's going to change to complete. Let's see how that works. If I put it here, it has changed to complete. And then as well, if I drag it back to do, it's going to change to do. So this is just how the the stuff works, and it's quite amazing. Isn't it this amazing, guys? So this is just how ClickUp works, and I encourage you guys to, if you are new on my YouTube channel, please make sure you follow us, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and help us to share our videos, and then click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we make a new video. So this is how you can use ClickUp to manage your daily tasks, and I'm sure you also got to understand the different other parts of the entire board or the entire tool. So ensure you also get to enjoy the AI feature. This AI feature actually allows you to do a lot of things on ClickUp without going out there. Of course, this is the AI era where everything has become easier. We can ask even the most amazing questions. So this is the feature that allows you to actually get more insights, more details about what you're about to do with your ClickUp. So please, guys, let's see you in the next video. Bye bye.